Shanti Om, Shanti Om, Shanti Om.
Yeah, what did you envision enlightenment as? Like what
Yeah.
if you could say, "Oh, this was my idea of enlightenment." What was that to you?
There was nothing.
Nothing.
Like I didn't even have an idea of how it could be or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But it was what I was wishing for at the same time was I want to feel freedom.
Freedom.
So when I was seeing myself in the future,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking of me in an just I told you that just unbothered, like
Unbothered.
nobody there to bother
Mhm.
me. Like
Mhm.
doesn't mean nobody is there, but you know,
Mhm.
it's just I'm completely peaceful.
Right.
I'm not worrying about
Mhm.
something. I'm
Mhm.
just
Mhm.
So I had that need or
Mhm.
that wish for that kind of feeling, like
Mhm.
freedom.
So I was definitely objectifying the experience of enlightenment. So enlightenment was a goal of mine. I wanted to be free. I wanted to find freedom. So I put freedom out there as an object that I had to achieve, that I had to do, that I had to get. I had to go to all of these retreats, and I had to do all of these yoga things and do all of these things to obtain freedom. And it wasn't until I came across the knowledge of freedom is already here. Your mind makes you think that you don't already have freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of trying to think that you have to do something to obtain freedom, can you be free already?
Mm-hmm.
And sit in that freedom, be freedom itself.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that is the ultimate freedom, is being in freedom, not knowing that you're worthy and everything's there for you.
And my mind put it into, like, when I thought about it with my mind,
Mm-hmm.
not with my heart, I was picturing just like a house or something,
Mhm.
like a house where you have a lot of space and everything
Mhm.
is light and everything is very calm
Mm-hmm.
and peaceful and
Mhm.
nice,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have anything to do, like these things,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm. So it almost put the idea of freedom into the future.
Yes.
So
yeah, totally. If I have this house and
Mhm.
this surrounding and
Mhm.
whatever, then I will feel this freedom, and
right.
which is maybe comparable with the enlightenment state or
Mhm.
whatever, right?
Yeah. If I do these steps, if I go meditate in a cave
Mhm.
for this
Right.
amount of time, then I'll become enlightened.
Right.
It's almost like it's such a trick of the mind, I feel like.
So I was not even aware I was searching for enlightenment,
Mhm.
right? I was just want to feel free, just want to be
Yeah.
free. Just someone telling you, hey, you're already there.
Right.
Like, I'm really honestly
Mhm.
saying that, and
Mhm.
you're really believing it.
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden you have it in a second. You have
Mhm.
like enlightenment in a
Mhm.
second. You have
Yeah.
freedom in a second.
Yeah.
You can, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying it's not a practice in a way.
Mm-hmm.
A practice almost like you're practicing not to follow old patterns and old behaviors,
Mhm.
an old way of thinking and
Mhm.
stuff, right?
It's almost like a practice of no practice. I
Right.
feel like you're practicing no practice. You're
Yes.
practicing freedom.
Yeah.
But freedom
meditation.
is no practicing. So I feel like it's quite the
Paradox.
paradox.
Yes. Yeah.
So
And it's not even meditation. It's not sitting for hours meditating and then
yeah.
It's not that, because meditating already says in the word that you're doing
Mhm.
something.
Mm-hmm.
But it's about being okay not doing something.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the bliss, that the bliss can unfold
Mm-hmm.
somehow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing. They're teaching nothingness. They're teaching that you're already free and you don't have to do something. And when you look at them, you pick that up off of them. And they're not saying you need to do this. They're saying look at and they're not telling you this, like look at me, do what I'm doing. They're just saying no, don't stay in this no thought zone. Stay in this free place.
Right.
Like this is here, this is it.
Right.
And they're pointing it to you, and if you pick up where they're at, all they're doing is they're pointing you at your heart, and they're pointing at your own freedom.
Yeah, exactly.
And they're not saying, oh, listen to me, follow me, do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
They're just saying hey, there it is. Look,
Right.
it's right there. Look
Right.
how simple it is.
Yes,
It's just like
exactly.
Papaji, Muji, they're just saying, look at this. It's right
Mhm.
here.
Mhm.
And you're like, oh wow, that's there. And then they're showing you to that flame, that little flame in you, and they're showing you this is just stay in it. You are that. You are free. There's nothing to do. So
Mhm.
so how I think it's so cool to follow a teacher that basically is saying don't do anything.
Yes. Yeah, it's very unusual, right?
It's
you
very
always
unusual.
have like concepts, steps,
Yeah.
and things and whatever,
Mhm.
right? And at the end, it's like that one movie we watched where that one guy, instead of going forward in that race, like everyone like went into
Mhm.
that one direction, he just stopped and went
Yeah.
backwards, and then he came to the place he wanted to. Everybody
Yeah.
wants to go,
Yeah,
right? So
right.
I always have to think about that.
Yeah.
I'm asking this crazy spiritual question, who am I? You know,
Mhm.
it's not like this. It's like, it's very simple, because you just want to see behind a trick which is
Mhm.
happening, right?
Yeah.
So when I ask myself, who am I?
Mhm.
I just take everything what I think I am and like push it out, push it
Mhm.
away.
Push it
And
away.
all of a sudden I can see what's underneath, and
Mm.
underneath is just that freedom and that peace.
Mhm.